Hi Space Engineers, Thunderstruck Rams here. Welcome to episode 8 of Aesir Space Corps. And as you see behind me, there's an old acquaintance on this stormy night. I went down off camera to my first base and picked up Yugin. He's been sitting alone there for too long and he has no problem landing on top of this mesa, so I thought I might need a scout ship sometime, so he comes here. Maybe he'll get a place in the hangar soon, but it's windy, so I think we go below and check out the LCD and see what's happening today. Yeah, so last time we fixed the tanks for hydrogen and oxygen and removed the gas production underground, as we should. And the hangar for the mining ships, well, it's not done, but at least the engineers got some place to take a rest. So the next thing on the list is building the living quarters. I've been talking about it forever and put it off like a squirrel, but now it's time. So let's head over there. I put up a GPS in the far end of the tunnel, so I will try to stand right on top of it and back off a little bit maybe. There we have it, I think. So I want to make some kind of a guide for me to drill in the right direction, and I don't want the tunnel to go out in the daylight. I want it to emerge on top. So my plan is to put out blocks up here and see how far I should drill below and in what heading. So let's start putting up the blocks. They are just here for reference now, they won't be staying, so but somewhere here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. I think that would be enough. Well, I'm close to the end, and yeah, I think this can work. Let's head down and start drilling. At least get out of this wind because it's noisy as heck. Yeah, so I got the GPS in the center of these, so I'll head for the right. Then I'll get my better situated for not emerging outside the cliff where I don't want to be. So, put down one block at a time and start drilling away. You know the drill. Pun sorely intended. Okay, I'm all close to the end now. So I think I'll reach the end of the tunnel here. Let's set up a GPS to double check where I am on top. Yeah. Let's go topside, see where I actually am. This hole is proving useful for now, but it has to go away. It's an eyesore. There is. That doesn't look too bad. It's better than the first mark I made. I think I can live with that. Well, time to build some stairs and get up top. Time to put in the stairs. No ladder. I think those can be good. Or maybe a ramp. Maybe. More stairs. Or ramp. No greater stairs at least. No. I'll go with the ramp. So let's sneak our way to the top. Well, I'm starting to see grass as I drill, so it can't be far now. Should emerge above ground pretty soon. Yes, there we are. So we have sky. And snake it up just once more to get to the right direction and the right level. Yes, we have reached above ground. Let's see. Yes, I think I ended up pretty much where I wanted. So here's the connection between the living quarters and the rest of the base. And just in time for sunrise. I've been faffing around for a long while now. I'm in 2 minds how we'll do this. I want the living quarters to follow the rock formation, kind of organic without clipping through the rocks unnecessarily, but I'm in 2 minds how I will do this. I want it to look nice. I think I will rest on this for a while, but the entrance, I'm pretty certain of how it should look, so I weld up all this stuff down in here, so I'll get back to you when I did all the welding. That's the stairs and the entrance to the living quarters. I let the rest of the construction rest for a bit. But it's been running back and forth like crazy here. And it's easy to fall down in this pit. So I will put some railing around the entrance down to the hangar. And then I'm going to start with the piping, because when I...
Energy critical.
Yeah. When I decided how I will do the construction upstairs, I don't want to run back and forth for the materials, so piping and railing are up next. Thank you. And let's get the dusty jello, or battered, like that. Warning colors. Like that. More left. Nah. We'll go with right. Yes, I got this plate I can't put up at the corner. So, single railing it is. Plop them down. And a half rail. And that I suppose should be the left. Yeah, that's good. So, let's weld them up. And I'm hungry. And I think I can weld this up before dinner. Now there, safety first. Let's get the snack. That's better. Okay, can I take this apart? Yes, I think I can. And put in a junction instead. So I can make a new branch to the living quarters. Let's see. No, I need a junction. Yes. I want to put a little small cargo container here so I can pull the materials halfway instead of running back and forth all the time. Almost complete. Thank you. And hopefully this is the last time I have to run all the way back. At least for this building point. And let's pipe it up all the way to the living quarters and put down a container there too, so I can pull materials at that place. And I have to do a curve over here, so let's go upstairs. Yeah, the rough outline is done, but I think I'm out of materials, so time to go dig some iron. And if you have vertigo, look away. Woohoo! Let's open up. And yeah, almost 1 kilo of iron left. You won't do much construction on that one. So, let's open up the gate and get some iron. And for once in nice weather, so maybe I can find the mine without too much hassle. I have to do something about this. My miner is rejecting the organics all the time. It's quite irritating. So I have to fix this up. And I get some organics every time I dig through the topsoil. And I need it for food production, so it's not completely a waste. And here's my fantastic mine with a floating tree. You just gotta love that. And I can't even drill it away. Luckily for me it doesn't have a collision, so I can fly straight through it. But I guess it will hang there to the end of the series. Well, I get back to you when I'm done mining. Some nasty weather, but the last welding just now and the cargo container is done, and that concludes the piping up to the living quarters. So now I can pull materials directly here when I figured out how I'm going to do it. And it's in the middle of the day and you can barely make out the sun. As you saw in the last episode, flying in this weather is that's not too nice. So I'm actually gonna fix up some way to make it easy for me to find my way into the hangar. Just to bring myself some energy. Let's pop down there. I hope I refilled hydrogen enough. So I want to put these neon lights around the hangar door to make it easier to find even when it's dusty. Like that. Maybe I should have left well enough alone, but now I got crazy and I drilled out a good piece of the cliff to be able to put up the neon lights. Let's see in the next storm when I'm out mining if it actually pans out. Now let's close the doors. Let's stop squirreling and get back to what I'm actually supposed to do. Fixing up the path up to the living quarters. And let's cover up these pipes too with catwalks. So they're still visible, but kind of sealed off. We're starting to get somewhere. The entrance to the living quarters is... the foundation is made, and I welded up walls all the way down the stairwell, and I see some parts that need to go. And covering up the pipes, I tried different varieties. The usual catwalks that I used in other places, and I kind of like the look, but I would try something else in the stairwell and see what works. So here I tried a window, a bit tinted. There's no need to make it airproof here, and then I took this vertical window. I tried, and I can't really decide what I want right now, so if you have an opinion, I would be grateful if you put it up in the comments. So should I go for the usual catwalk, the window, or the vertical windows? That's the question. I think I use the ordinary catwalks down here. It kind of fits the profile when it's a long row, but just one, I can be a bit creative. And as I said, it's time to put up a door. It's some kind of border between the hangar section and the living quarters. So the offset, the sliding, maybe the offset story is the best. Some material for that. Yeah, I think that can work. Like that. And different color schemes, different sides. So in the industrial section, then more the battered, and the clean ones on the other side. That should be a good way to separate business and pleasure. Like that. And a full block there. Yeah. Now at least there's a visible border between the different sections. Not that I need to keep things airtight, but this is an area that's just for people from my faction, so it's also nice to have some kind of limitation. Access denied. If some other faction tries to access this door. question remains what to do with the living quarters. I have some ideas, but I'll ponder on that one to another episode.
Energy low.
So, the mission board, no extra crossing over finished task this time. The foundation for the living quarters is at least done, and I piped it up so I have easy access to material when I know what to do. I did some work on the hangar-ish. Well, I guess until the next time, off camera, I will fix some of the clippings where the rock comes out from blocks and so on, and I will have a hard thinking about how I should construct the living quarters, but that will be for another time. Thank you for watching. I wish you health and happiness, and welcome back to the next episode of Aesir Space Corp. Thunderstruck Ramps out.